In 1994, I was nominated to run for county auditor. What a better way to continue serving my community. I was excited, but I knew there would be challenges as a woman candidate. During the campaign, I was pregnant. County leadership found out and asked me to drop out of the race. They implied my pregnancy would be viewed as a disability, especially because this was going to be my 5th child. After that comment, I was even more determined to make a difference. I took office in March of 1995. My first day was eye-opening. I started to understand how government and politics worked. My duty was to the citizens of my county. I quickly learned that that meant interrupting the good old boys network. I made a lot of friends and a few enemies. In addition to being county auditor, I also served as president of various state associations. In 2000, during my second term, one of the commissioners wanted us to be the Silicon Valley of the Midwest. He negotiated a fiber ring for the county. The IT department was underneath the auditor's office, so I was overseeing the project. The commissioners could not agree on much, including who would be the contractor. Politics versus sound business decisions. Finally, 4 years later, they agreed on a contractor. On December 31st of 2004, I spoke with 2 commissioners and the county administrator. And based on those conversations, I initialed 2 pages and signed a third of a document requested by the contractor. I felt those papers were harmless, part of a larger approval process. I signed the paper stating that Butler County had funds available to pay for the project. Nothing more. I knew I did not have contracting authority for the county. The contractor's VP took the papers I signed, switched out the first 2 pages of the document, and then went to the bank to get financing. It wasn't until 2005 that the commissioners figured out the contractor was not performing their work and that they had falsified documents with my signature in order to obtain a bank loan. I was shocked. Butler County sued the bank and the business. In the end, the bank released and discharged all of us, including me, from any claim, including restitution. I thought this was over. In 2006, I was up for re-election. With the encouragement of the local politicians, another individual entered the race against me. One of the commissioners handed him the paperwork for the fiber optic ring contract. Yes, even after all this was released and liability from the bank was gone, it was propaganda at its best. The tactic failed. I won my primary, and I won election to my 4th term as auditor. I continue to serve the citizens of Butler County. In June of 2007, the FBI showed up at my attorney's office, demanding that I be there within an hour. Again, I was shocked. When I arrived, they slammed all kind of huge books of information about me and told me that I would be okay if I cooperated with them. I didn't have anything to hide, so I cooperated fully. I'm an honest person, and the FBI wanted me to manipulate the narrative to trap other people. I refused. In January of 2008, with the threat of 20 years of prison if I went to trial and was found guilty, I made the hardest decision of my life. I had to protect my 6 young children and their home. I pled to conspiracy to commit bank fraud and wire fraud. It was the only time in my life that I wasn't honest. Innocent people plead guilty and go to prison. I am among them. To this day, there is no proof of missing funds. The bank has no papers. The DOJ has no physical proof. I'm ashamed that I trusted our Department of Justice. I served 2 years in prison, 5 years of probation, and I have a $4 million restitution order. I am serving a life sentence with this restitution order. Don't let this happen to you or your family. Please join myself and Loam in fighting to end life sentences of restitution. Please sign our change.org petition. Thank you.